Welcome to Celeste Productions, Ghana's #1 podcast, Medical's #1 podcast, Nigeria's #1 podcast, your favorite podcast. Kindly like the video and subscribe to the channel. As we diving into this topic headline in your brain, Charlie.
The topic is what's the bad side of signing to a bad label in Ghana, or what's the bad side of?
Are we still doing?
What's the bad side of signing to a label?
Yeah, so the label they are big.
Are we still doing
labels?
We still doing label. Like I'm tired of seeing.
What's the bad side of signing to a label in Ghana? Because there's no label that will point fingers and say this label is bad, this label is bad.
Okay, make I just say them small. How I came out with this thing. Talk about I think with the kind of label that we signed. Those like that we were talking about this last minute side of story when you signed to the highly spiritual. And then we were talking about Mr. Drew, the same thing. We were trying to say that Mr. Drew, I think he explained on an interview that if his brother is to sign a label like this, like
highly spiritual,
he will never do it.
Allow him to.
Yeah, so with that one, that's where the conversation is coming from.
Honestly, I'm just tired of labels. I'm just tired of labels. Like I have said all that can be said about labels.
No, I mean, like you get new viewers and on and on. So
yeah.
What have you said about them? What have you said about them? That we don't know. I don't know what you have said about labels.
Literally,
or he doesn't know what I'm talking about.
Literally, labels start with an L. It's literally L. L-A, it starts with an L. So if you're signing with a label, you're literally taking an L. There's nothing beneficial that comes from labels. You can do it by yourself, just like Sarko just said. I'm independent and I'm independent throughout my entirety.
If you really talk to you, like in one sign label, or see label there disrespecting. That's what they talk. Why do they talk the same thing? Why they say before you go release in Georgia, unless you sign a label. Somebody sign label, so why free on and one. Until that's what I think Grammys. As I'm for, ebe kuni ma for.
No, you see the thing about you see the thing about labels or distributions is that fine. You know, your music goes far. It gets where it wants to be. By the end of the day, you're doing this music to survive. You're doing it to get money. Do you understand? And most of the times, these contracts are really, really, really fucked up. Like they are more than cows on a farm which are being milked. Like, do you understand? They don't necessarily benefit you that properly as an artist. The music goes far, but how much do you end up with? Like, do you guys get my point?
Yeah.
Exactly. So I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, you're doing music to survive. I mean, you're a human being. You're doing this thing because you need to put food on the table. And it's not like I said the artists are suffering. I mean, I know some of you might argue that, oh, it's fine, like they have like a couple of $1 million or something, but they could get more. Like, do you get my point?
That one said the more to that one you do your brain inside though. Own our audience we like if you get to them, we are going to say the real truth about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes
most of them are for camera.
Yeah, it just be branding.
Most of them are for camera because they'll be like, oh, you know what, the code artist. So this was gonna happen. We are going to shoot a 5-minute video with Mercedes. It's an ad for Mercedes. It's going to make you look like you bought a new Mercedes, but it's not for you. And that kind of thing. The artist, she's like, oh my god, the video bought a new Mercedes and blah 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 blah. He doesn't have a Mercedes. I'm not saying Davido's Maybach whatever is not true. I'm just saying that with some artists, it doesn't kind of work out like that for them. When you see them doing something, not necessarily for them, it's for the label or something. Do you understand? Most of what they do are just advertisements because of the kind of deals they do.
But I think at the beginning of this year, I think that's when we got some 2 cars, which we don't even know that after after his contract with this empire is terminated, they can take
whether
so
the cars be repossessed or not. So like exactly. So it's just most of these are just for camera work. And after the camera, what happens? Like, that's the thing, because we've heard time and time again where like some artists retire and then they go broke, and you hear like you hear the worst things about all of this. So it's like is it really beneficial? You know what I'm saying? Like the label thing. I feel like from what I say, I feel like it's just a waste of time. If you can do it independently, do it. If you also feel like maybe you just need a few $1 million, you don't need too much, then sign a record deal. But if you want to be the greatest and be the greatest at what you do, then I feel like try and do it independently. And I think you'll be way better off doing it independently than
without. I think as a new artist, that's just coming from the ghetto or something. I think most of them, they really need that label. They really need that label, because that label, we have a lot of artists. That I think last time I was watching, I think, a deep dive of this Asaka team, and the guy who even brought this Asaka team, the person who made the hits for the whole of Kumasi, is not even known. And I think I decided to do a little bit, I think, a deep search on that guy. I think his songs are even more good than what we are in here. But I think that guy, if that guy is to sign a label, then that guy will go far. But maybe any label is not coming to him, and also maybe he's also not ready to sign label. So with this, we have a lot of artists that are very good, but they'll end up being nobody. You know, I'm not saying you know that they exist. You have a lot of artists that are very good, but they end up being like nobody.
Oh, and speaking of artists that are really good. Just like what I was saying, like yesterday when we were in the car and then we had what was her name again?
Brian Dimension.
Brian Dimension, the female.
Titi
Owusu. Like honestly, yeah, it was my first time hearing Titi Owusu. Like
if that the girl correct label, Amasa.
Bro, and I was singing. What the song again? Until I'm about to yeah. But in English, I think the English name was Until I See You or something like that. And I listened to like her verse on it. For a second, you can ask him. For a second, I thought it was Beyonce that was singing. Because honestly, yeah, the girl was so talented. I was like, I've never heard Beyonce sing. Like I don't know this Beyonce track. And then like the second chorus comes in and then it's Brian dancing and I'm like, wait, Beyonce was in another Ghanaian song, and it was just amazing. So as he's saying, we have like a lot of talented artists, like a lot of talented artists.
We asked with the said about this girl. Now we go see, we see the girl said she get plenty songs.
Yeah, she has like a lot of songs, but we don't even. I listen, and honestly, like, from what I said, from just one performance of that song that she did, I'm a fan. Like, honestly, she can count me as a fan. Like, bro, like she can count me because the bitch can sing. Like, she can sing. Like, bro, I'm not even kidding. So yeah, as he's saying, as to whether or not, I don't know whether she's fighting for like record deals or something of that sort, or as to whether people are pushing her for record deals or whatever.
That one you can't even tell.
Yeah, we can't tell. But I mean, there is like a lot of talent that we have.
We have a lot of. We have the Wood Ball and who never did anything. A very good guitar player who never did anything, and he just passed away. Like there's a lot.
There's really a lot.
People will get to one like they just go smoke and die.
So I mean,
sorry, I repeat to. It doesn't mean that I'm trying to say that Ruben Rankin smoke. Yeah, he just smoked a lot of things, he died. But it's just one of those things.
He wasn't bipolar, was he?
No. That guy really talk plenty.
He skipped the bipolar. He skipped the bipolar and a little bit of weed.
All he's talking on the beats.
Then he's good. But he's an honorary member of. Should we still add him to the bipolar? Hall of Fame. Alright. So yeah, I mean, with the labels thing, like we've spoken about this in length. We can go check the previous episodes and all that kind of thing. But then, like labels, I mean, they have their good sides. Yeah, but then, I mean, is it really worth it as an artist? For me, I feel like if I should sign a record deal, right, I want to sign a record deal because I'm trying to cash out. Like, I want to get the best possible retirement package, like, ever. Do you get my point? And they also
So
willing.
meaning that after you are getting close to your time, music industry or what like.
Yeah, so like when I'm working with them, I'm working with them towards my retirement. Like whatever money I'm making is towards my retirement. Do you understand? Like, so it's like whatever deal I'm making, it has to be like a retirement package. You know, retirement packages are very huge. Like there's like so it has to be like the best possible thing ever. So I feel like with that, and they're also not ready to give like artists retirement package contracts unless you are Drake or you are some artist that has.
Oh, but we have MI who have that thing. It's almost the same record with Chocolate City. Like, so I think with that one, but I'm talking about signing this. We have Asem who signed to Link Entertainment. When this guy left in this label, his contract, his connections, everything, like he just went up. We have Guru to have the same thing. Then we have Miss V, same problem because Miss V is now struggling. Certain things because I feel
like the label works more than you the individual can.
No, I feel say sometimes I know the music I come throw short at Richie Investment and no, like maybe this label, this entertainment is like they have this kind of a lot of connections within this. I'm not talking about the promoters or something.
The label for
so
connection. That one day, if you left the label, all these people try to like myself to from you then like nothing to go on in your world again. So the same goes to like I talk about I said you have Guru, you have Wizzy. I didn't know they do too much because I don't know. Okosu really but so nothing to go on. I don't know how they died.
Because I think for a second I saw Adina there. Then the next moment they say things no run out well like I don't know like just like that. Adina is not doing anything there. Then that's great.
But for Saturday at this point, you know the value. How much do you want to take? Because if all this years your money go inside the right, by you working alone, the profits you make be you. Aside what you pay your people, everything you get before you. So right away, if you are really concerned about like pushing your career to another level or changing things in your career, or how you consider labels area or mao sika kese say anything I want me, then rather look at the work or what they will do with you or where they will put you to. Because at the end of the day, if the label puts you for some different level from where you did now, you still go benefit as an individual.
See, they go feel old too. I'm gonna lie you.
If I consider someone get family as well, where he signed label, he signed deal with the label. I know they feel say I don't think say Stonebwoy he gets it.
I don't think
it is him.
That has anything to anybody.
Stonebwoy say him now. I say he see intimate. He the benefit. Doing a song, he's okay with what he's getting from there. That's why he did.
It's not okay. Well, Stonebwoy want to channel the kind of talent that he has now. They want to reach more like that's the main reason.
All these years you've been alone. How much you no get? How much you no get? How much you don't see?
Yeah. Me, I think Stonebwoy signed this label because Stonebwoy want to reach like more like.
Obviously, he don't put himself for different level.
He didn't dream. So if I don't say some people don't dream, if I know say I don't know what I talk about.
If you tell me say you get houses for it, you get cars for where you get what for where, then you fight for money again. What do you mean? Why do you go $1 million I'll go shoot? What do you need again?
Because let me see. The videos the way he probably get money. He did an record label. Whiskey. He make him pass any of this. Like if you combine the one that's Stonebwoy, he make him pass them. Combination. Maybe Saturday. Half of Saturday.
Oh, you make him pass up.
No. I mean like combination like 3 in album and combined. He go fit make pass.
Oh, combine still. No,
he go fit. I don't know confirm say he fit, but he go fit.
You know me say he go fit. He combine still. No go reach.
Burna Boy to sign record label.
Oh,
sir, God, what are you waiting for?
See, the label they disrespect you. Then
talk you like this people. Then talk you the kind of label they sign. They don't talk you.
They're not explaining you. That be the thing. If you are ready to push your career or
that like, I don't know.
You know what they think.
If somebody explain this thing, a dream for me.
They can't insult and make you on nothing.
It be true.
But we see the working clear. Or sign you a union member. They see them to you people.
The thing is, even, and again, this is what we talk about.
I remember. So, Saturday they go. They go tall right there. If you room like this, you go feel. Somebody go. Saturday go tall right there. If you room like this, you go feel. I not go like videos will come. Oh, if you horse.
You see, and that's the thing. And that's the thing. You see, we've spoken about.
Oh yeah, but somewhere I forget the particular country or where you go. It was just like Ghana party in the park. It was just like that. It is a new baba acquire now.
You know no point. If you show it, it will be on a headliner. If you supportive.
Person perform from morning to evening supportive or supporting one.
Oh.
I get video.
That's I'm performing Aviano. You know I'm performing you.
Oh, you know I'm performing.
So you see, the thing is, and we've said this in previous episodes too.
Make your point.
That's the Wizkid, Burna Boy, and these other Nigerian artists who our Ghanaian artists want to be like, or just want to even have.
They don't want to be like them, but like they won't do things.
Yeah, like exactly. They want, or they even like they even want to get to the heights that these guys have gotten to. Is that even as where you are, right? These record labels are looking for something. They're looking for profits, right? In whatever artist they want to sign. And even before, let's say Wizkid signed his record deals or whatever, he was putting in the work to make them see that I can be able to get you this if you give me a contract. Exactly, like this is what I can do. And honestly, from where I sit with our artists, if I'm a record label, I wouldn't give them shit of a contract.
But until say you go fit, the label knows say you alone and you do more things.
Exactly.
Exactly. In the same won't be if you have a car.
Exactly.
Then for dream first, it's not with a low dream.
This no be dream. This no be.
See, for dream, they see, this is what I go do. Make a start do this thing because somebody go do all this thing. The things we go do.
Then they dream because every movement they do for the like the betterment of their career.
What you go do for the tour, they just tour them. You know, go attract any big record label, so you can't sign up, say you go fulfill. Because I don't want to if the same kind of record label will come to you, it will approach you. It will go through rooms. Where rooms label go approach.
Labels will get yours inside go come. You go room.
When they go start class, you go start to feel halls plus there. They will go the Agnes, then they go stadium because you got a long way to go.
So that's the thing. So as for labels, as for labels and all that kind of, it's a very dicey thing. It depends on where you stand. If you are trying to get a retirement package, then sure, you put in the work, get on their radar, and then get a retirement package. But if you are trying to leave a legacy, then I don't think like
you should really be concerned about the money.
Exactly.
Talking about legacy, right? If Black Sherry song is right, you can't do something. Everybody know what Black Sherry do.
yeah.
I can't make a police. If you can, we have four party who never stayed long in this industry. I think that was just about 1 year to 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't see over here. But the legacy still lives on. So the thing is, if you have been talking about a legacy, it's about how you go fit do, what you go fit do. If they start to do this kind of horse and things that, I mean, right, Benabo, or everything we Benabo they do, the kind of legacy they build on. So I think that if you want to build your legacy, or the kind of thing that you, and I don't know what you want to do, but any of them. If the label go for your people do one.
Only you know go for.
I know say Baba. The label go for your people do one. But I don't know how much money they search for. I don't know.
I'm sure the thing is our artists are here looking at Drake's bag and be like, we should be making the same thing as Drake's bag. That kind of thing.
So that's a $1 million video shoot.
Exactly. It's like, oh, since you guys can pay Drake that amount of money, you can also pay me that amount. It doesn't work like that. I mean, Drake's pool is not your pool.
Label where they respect them. You don't go sign.
I I mean,
Yeah, no. I get. As for the numbers, and I get you, but it's just that like we were kind of like saying that in like the next future, as in next year or something, we shouldn't rule out black sheriff. I almost said black sheriff. We shouldn't rule out black sheriff.
Maybe a lot of things will happen, but how to stand now?
Anything new will be happen with them.
A lot of things might happen first.
For me, among giving Stone Boys out with all elite asses, including Black Sheriff, right? If I should pick out anyone, that would be the first to fill out like an O2 arena, or that would be the first to like to do some main stage shit. I think it's Black Sheriff that will be able to do it.
Black Sheriff will do it. Maybe I will pick him. But if Savali go do am, if Savali go do am, the numbers they will get, they go pass this guy. That's what I try to talk to. I talk to talk to like me. That's what to be here. If Savali stand where you go say, okay, right there they go feel go to arena. The kind of numbers you go get, it will be more than Black Sheriff you want. That is me how they say, because first of all you get that kind of hardcore fans when you pull them. Black Sheriff fans, like should I build them? Like now they build them. They be babies.
Alright. We got something else we want to say. Alright.
That means the legacy matter is if when they reach they are thinking of like leaving a name in the industry or making a mark in the industry, then make them forget about it's a label man 2 million a day as a sign. If you work you go do. All these years you've worked alone, what you no get, your properties you no get, money ben, scabbing and money. You go with your tummy to a label because you are label na you go.
Sorry, na ko ye never sign label, na ko any. I was an international.
The label still they pay people with the no be only them you go get money. The label still they pay people then they work and you over if your team member your crew members will still benefit from that. So you guys say banner just can't be for.
This boys, any man on go.
Them no.
They don't boys, any man on go.
Now the woman you do not any packet at all.
Benabo, any mommy there people now.
In mommy they be doing boys in the work class. Don't be so people like baby, nipa be some what?
Somebody feel it.
Oh man, they don't know now. Why best me family fans. Plenty boy they move class.
Sorry.
When they can't sit there wait for make label give you money, it go hard. But until say if money they want they are there then. But if a dinner person will jack now person we set it
they should be
we go Guinness World Record do the idea forget about the money they work.
They should be realistic, Charlie. You don't have a Drake pool, you don't have a Taylor Swift pool, you don't have a what's the name?
You will be big for here, Charlie. You are big like Ghana.
If they offer you
at your age, you see a few rooms.
They feel
this. What? Okay, the room not pay. Level when not pay. Level when not pay.
You feel nightclubs and things, then you want $1 million.
Nightclub, oh, you know the big.
Like brother, like.
What time they see that those videos for snap?
Brother, be realistic.
Normal boys now they call.
The white man, you know, fool. You don't want to give you $1 million and say you do it. If he goes to the concert for you, then your 9 flag people can't show up. Then no,
Waboka.
Charlie,
no. I feel room back. I hold no more then. What they pay is they some come post and say, "Somebody go show, you go hall. If you 1.2K, hey, better boy they feel 80,000. Unfair. Better boy, basically they feel 80,000, 85,000, 40,000, 20,000. So if Saturday feel 20,000, I was okay, he did try. But starting from 10, starting from 1,000 here, starting from 2,000 here.
Standards, my brother. Standards. I will. Yeah, can't.
You know be them alone. But when a Ghanaians they did up today, almost more din wallahi.
Boss,
when a Ghanaians they did up today, almost more din. On me ni siga to today tapa. Like obejide.
Just has the government, if they do something where they be, they have the government they go support. Same way if Sakore do something where they be, where I need be headed, those people will go.
When I said nice
I don't go lie you.
And it's not even that. It's not even that alone. It's not even that. Just like the way the girls, you know, the white girls, even the way the white girls listen to this Nigerian artist, right?
Yeah.
And then the feel is like, oh, let's take the Rose for Revenge, right? And then Sarkodie was in like Davido's or Burna Boy shoes, right? And then some white girls like, oh, they go to school and it's like, hey, Abena, do you know Sarkodie? Abena's like, yeah, Sarkodie's from my country. It's like, oh my god, I love Sarkodie. He's having a show in our backyard or whatever. I would love to go. Abena go like, oh, you know Sarkodie? It's like, yeah, I want to go to a show. We buy tickets for each other.
Maybe
It's the white girl that's buying ticket for the black girl.
maybe can have been better be cool.
I mean, exactly.
Take off what's in
Take
the
off the
girl
white- exactly. Yeah, you want this thing.
That's you.
It behind it, like 90% of the time, that's mostly just it.
It will make you
and if you
proud.
listen, exactly. If you listen, it's like, oh wait, you know Sarkodie? It's like, yeah. And me and my white friends know Sarkodie. It's like, oh, so it's like that. Just then before I'm not telling party say, oh, this girl said that she be white, she should go this. Make we go some, because I don't want to be the only black person there. Then you see, you look where black people. This person go nowhere black, but the time you see no, they just sell out.
That's how you go do.
That's just sell out.
Until then, some make some make produce some make no. Now, ten now you know how they tie. You black say them, Kwame do them, Kiri them,
That's
Kiri
just
them.
sell out.
Kwesata, that guy be doing. Wako that. I mean, you feel it.
You see what they talk? Ghanaians is switch on the market. It's very like small team. No more you will
Ah, what?
small team. No more you will you know what they do to a person. You know what they do. You don't know. Some person that can't just marry tie. The person know they come. They do some. You don't know what they go on with them.
Me favorite.
No, so Wakoda, John. What if? Who need the any finance Wakoda, John?
He died. He died.
You don't know why you know they
If
do
you
so.
only deaf.
So until say
even the rapper, they go talk to say, if you only deaf, where you go fit stop making.
until say we
Why
see
is
we say that
Sarkodie the most relevant artist?
yeah.
Why do you think Sarkodie is the most relevant? Because anytime Sarkodie try, right? Because that's a no. I don't say we go live there 2 years. Or die.
2 years. I call one.
Yeah, call one. Me, I don't feel support the artist where you go bed. I don't like. You also don't know come. So like,
how many
okay.
so I say about.
Okay,
So you don't know what they go.
Okay, I make something though. Ogoli. It's when you
But
say
then hombre.
See,
But then our lyrics no go funny.
see, if you techno, like techno get some kind of issue, where you like you can kind of throw them then the way you go. That one, how did they go? No? All in France know.
Medical issues.
Yeah, medical issues. Adele to feel the same thing. All in France know. So even this one, say, if you can't release some song, if I someone is back, then giddy, wait, back, giddy, marry. Because I go between you, say, go for me, 10 hours, and then rain around 9K, and do 10K, let 9K, 10 hours, but as techno, as you can release a new song, so you come from hospital, go check. What's the new views? So these people know if you name first of all, Ghanaian artists, or me lazy, they do small no giddy after my call down. Because that can be of the love and because that oh, that for finish the building fans like Momudo people here day, Momudo people here day no tell about that. Because most of the fans be staff or they staff medical staff. Like most of them be staff. You don't get a main fans finish. Where most of them be them boys. With my boys, so most of them they support their fans. So if it sounds like you don't really build their fans self finish. After that. If you this guy say wait, if you fan, no. These are the will be main artists because obviously medical. So if it's sap, it's theater. You don't finish the build the thing. You don't finish. I mean every year make you like if Friday Black Boy song, I think Black Boy if song they do music, it go worry me. Like let's see me. Because as black the energy they bring there, if you continue and also then you will go far. You really go far. If you continue what as a kid and these people do, if you will challenge them. But as a kid, how many years they come in the industry? It's like few years. If it's just few years, but as a kid, I could feel it O2 arena. Hey, as a kid feel it O2 arena now. The thing go like go pay me say Sarkodie. Hey, we now tell Sana.
Go pay. Sorry.
But you go do that thing. Where feel it?
When I saw that one, yeah,
You are not saying go pay me. I just go kill me for the conversation. They go kill me.
But I think go pay me.
You don't go pay me like any say like it's like
Can go for
I'm so like, you know, say like, no, I mean, like, you know, say like, maybe I be envy or something, like, you know, be envy, but I feel like, how I think I go explain tire, make you laugh like confidence.
Alright.
Well, I'm sure, like, I'll be very sure what are they talking now, they stand on now, I'll be very sure. Them or they not just they sit, they watch, then they work towards things like that. So
What you go to all the
no time.
What you talking about? Like,
In no time, we go see him.
like, I go
We
go,
see him.
I go go.
We go see him.
It do like,
Just like say,
It do like-
them prophesy Jesus Christ in bed before they come born.
it do like,
It go happen in
it
no
do
time.
like Nanado. They talk say Nanado go, like Nanado come do this thing. Oh, obey, oh Nanado odwin. Nanado odwin. So I say for 8 years or so. Nanado go.
Nanado, we know they live based on our dream. I said then they work on now. I don't know they
No, okay, right.
Because somewhere talking for interviews like
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
say them really
If them do Nanado right, Nanado go talk for interview say you or the economy is here or say economy be boy. You know go talk. Same way as the same thing somewhere to do talk.
that man, put him aside.
No.
No, I don't want this to be that.
So you are thank
Don't
you.
mention him.
Thank you for watching today's production, for listening, for watching. Like the audio, the video,
Yeah.
like any means, any
Your
video
comments,
you watch
your
or you
comments.
listen.
Your comments are always welcome. You always encourage us to be good.
Roast him if you want to roast him.
Down.
Leave me alone, please. I will roast him.
Yeah, leave me alone. You are the one to kill them. Alright. Well, that's it.
I'm not saying they are trying to tell me something. I'm trying to put something, and I'm trying to explain myself.
Oh my goodness. That would be that for this episode. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace and love, baby.